Okay, hey y'all. Your girl coming in. I was struggling with this one because I knew it wasn't going to be a long topic, but then I had to sit there and think about like what that really meant when this happened. So we're going to get right into it. And blessings, you guys. Blessings, you guys. I hope you guys had a blessed day and a blessed weekend. This happened to me twice with the last two narcs, Large Narc and Most Evil Narc, okay? And Large Narc did it first. Now, the difference between Large Narc and Most Evil Narc, Large Narc actually had a really good sense of humor. And even when, look, let me do this because I want you guys to hear me. But he was terrible in certain ways. Excuse me. He was, but like some people didn't really think he was a knock. Yeah, he did things that knocks would do. I just did not explain those things to them, okay? But I'll just go with this. We'll just call him toxic. But he was a knock. Trust me, he was a knock. But we'll call him toxic. But he had a sense of humor. So I remember I was out. I don't know what I was doing, but I know most of the time when I was with him, it was either working on my productions or having rehearsals or studio time or whatever it was. I know that it had something to do with my productions or a comedy show or something that I was gonna do, okay? And I know you guys see these videos and you be like, you wouldn't think that I had these things going on, but if you knew me, you'd be like, yeah, she got that going on. She's like that girl, okay? But most of them try to get with you when you got some things going on and they want to be a part of it, and then they want to also steal it or make people think that you are that because of them, even though you're doing it first. Now, I love receipts because everything that I did it and I posted it, okay? You know, because I was trying to get, more fans and put out my info. So nothing that I was doing was a secret. But I don't know, because sometimes you would trigger them or they'll be feeling some type of way because of what you're doing. And this Large Narc was the homosexual. This one, Evil Narc, wasn't a homosexual. This one was, okay? And what he did one day, I came in and I don't know where the kids was. I don't know. They may have been in their rooms. I don't know. Or maybe they had been with family members or whatever. Okay. But I came in and the house was dark. So I came in, excuse me, and I turned on the light and I saw Large Narc sitting at the dining room table, which wasn't, out of, the way, because that's where food would be served. I've tried. Dining room table was the narc's favorite part because I do cook. I do have my cooking page, and I do food. I do gardening. I do got other things that I do. Like I have all these things. People be like, you're a jack of all trades. I just enhance what God blessed me with. So when I do enjoy my passions, it's out there, okay? But I wasn't in passion with the dark. So I come in there, it's pitch black dark. Pitch black dark. I turn on the light and I just see Narc standing there. And y'all got to be paying attention to their eyes, because they got this thing with their eyes where it'll just stop. Like, it'll just stop. Or they'll be rolling around, or their head will be rolling, they'll be talking, but they're not there. Or it's just something with their eyes. I know that's the window to the soul. It's just something with their eyes. They'll just be like talking and be like, not blinking, not nothing. And you're just looking at them like, what the hell is wrong with you? So when I turned on the light, like I said, he has a sense of humor. I said, why the hell are you sitting up in the damn dark? Why the hell are you sitting in the damn dark? You looking dumb. Narc turns and looks at me. And I'm standing there, and Narc was like, I look dumb. I'm like, hell yeah, you look dumb. Why the hell are you sitting here in the dark? So Narc starts laughing. Now, I didn't think anything about it, but now that I'm not aware, I know it might have been an injury that I did do or didn't know I did or whatever it was, or Narc knew that the ending was coming. So let's put it that way, because when he did this, I don't know where I was at this time. Now, mind you, I had lost both my parents back to back in the same particular year when that Narc was around. So who knows? And I'm not saying that I raged out, or any spazzed out or anything about that. I had to deal with a lot when I lost my parents. So that's a whole nother story that I have to tell. But it wasn't about, this fat Narc. It was. Y'all heard some of it. Let me stay on focus, okay? So large Narc started laughing at me. He was like, I'm looking dumb. I'm like, hell yeah, you are looking dumb. And started laughing. But then just got up and moved around. Okay? So, but with Most Evil Narc, I ran across this same thing. Like, I came into the house after doing something. Maybe it was shopping or whatever, because it was a new house. And I turned on the dining area, where you eat. And I saw them. And the strange thing, y'all, I just thought about this. They both were sitting in the same position. Even though this was two different houses and two different Narcs, they were sitting in the same position. So I always had these square tables. They were sitting at the end of the square tables. And some people call that the head of the table or whatever, depending on which end. It could be the other end too, but this particular one, they were sitting in the same area of the table in two different states, two different Narcs, two different places. And I know y'all probably like, well, maybe that was you, because nah, I'm not gonna put that on me, okay? And I turned on the light, and I was like, why are you sitting in the dark? I can't remember what Most Evil Narc said, but it was just sitting in the dark. It was just sitting in the dark. And then whatever Narc said, they got, up or whatever, moved around or whatever. I never understood. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm sweating. It's hot. I never understood what the hell that was until the Most High told me. When you got these Narcs, I know some of you guys gonna comment. Did your Narc ever sit in the dark? I don't even want to say your Narc. Did the Narc? Because I wasn't claiming it. I don't never say the Narc, or I'll say them, meaning them and their demons. Did you ever catch that Narc in the dark, and you just sitting there like, why are you sitting in the dark? Because they know they are darkness. They know that they are evil. They know that when they done with this world, they gonna be in darkness. They're gonna be in evil. They're gonna be tortured the way they tortured everybody else, but even worse, okay? So when they're sitting there in the dark, they're actually having a conversation with Satan, so it has to be dark. So when they're sitting there in the dark, they're plotting and planning what it is that they're gonna do to you, because they're now figuring out that you're done, or they're not figuring out that they did too much and you're going to be done, or they're trying to figure out how to discard you in the worst way because they think they can have a new supply ready. Now, Fat Narc never had nothing lined up, okay? Most Evil Narc had a bunch of things lined up, but probably wasn't in perfect evil timing, okay? Just like when we have to wait for the breakthrough and the blessings from God, and we know we need a breakthrough, it's just not lining up with God's timing. Some of the things that they do is not lining up with Satan's timing. So sometimes when they be doing too much, they get punished by Satan. That's probably why they were sitting in the dark, because Satan was scolding their ass. Do they rage on Satan the way they raged on you? No, they sit there in the dark and take their punishment. And then they might be explaining to Satan what they're going to do to you to wrap this up so they can complete this assignment. But they don't know the Most High is on. You are on assignment with the Most High, and they partly right, but they really don't know what's really going on. Okay, because I was literally like, "Why are you sitting up in the dark?" And I'm sitting up in the dark. I promise you guys, I'm in my prayer closet praying to the Most High. If I have to be in the dark, I'm praying to God. I'm praying to Jesus. I'm praying to the Most High. That's how I know that when they were sitting in the dark, they was praying to their demon. They was praying to their father, Satan. Because that's the only time that you're supposed to be in the dark. Unless you're at church or whatever. But when you're personally praying one-on-one with whomever you believe, most of the time you do it in the dark. I never understood this, y'all. I never understood this. And if I known what I know now, I was in danger. I was in danger. And it was like maybe a couple of days after Most Evil did that. Said a couple of things that I was like, oh, I already know this is about to go. But me and the Most High got another plan. I can't never just pinpoint one thing. But I do remember this. I'm just one person. So I'm not going through the damn house like the Tasmanian devil, dirtying up, tearing up things or whatever. I probably left a shoe at the door or whatever. And a knock, Most Evil knock was like, I can't something in my own house. And I think I got to the point I was mad. I was like, whatever, it's your house, it's cool. I. And then knock busts out the room like, no, it's your house too, blah, 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 blah. You know, even though we both are on the lease and we both are doing what, 50-50, I'll say. I sure will. Because ain't nobody going to sit up there and downsize what I do, even if it wasn't for $1. Now, I had some bills to pay, too. But I did all the things that the narc wasn't going to do. I cooked, I cleaned, I gardened. And I worked on my own career. And I dealt with the narc-ish. And I washed clothes. And I grocery shop. I did more than narc. All narc did was cheat and pay bills. I didn't know that was part of a relationship, but it is with a narc, okay? But when they think they found that right one, they go sit in the dark to have a plan with the Satan to try to figure out how they going to get rid of you, but also do something. Hurt you some type of bad, but God wasn't going to let them hurt you some type of bad. Yes, you will go through many things once you're done. But my focus, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to go. My focus was never about the narcs. My focus was trying to get back on my feet to make sure that I'm good and make sure I had everything that I needed. I wasn't never sitting there thinking about, the narc that type of way or the narcs this type of way, especially fat narc. Fat narc, I did. That fat narc is solid. Because at least I waited till you got some money so you can go to the extended stay and go find yourself a new supply. Most Evil narc, at least you had your own crib and you had money to pay for whatever you wanted to pay for while you go out there and get your new supply. I didn't have to be there. I was the one that had to go pick up the pieces. Well, with Fat Narc, it was mine, so I didn't have to pick up nothing except for kick the homosexual out. But with Most Evil narc, now I'm in a whole different place, far, far away. I had to pick up the pieces, okay? And I don't care if the narc wasn't ready for me to go. It was so many things, guys. I really wish I could sit here and tell you this did it, that did it, that was the last straw. It was like so many last straws. And I didn't want to have a conversation about it. Like every time a narc pulled something, I felt like it was no reason to have a conversation about it because they said or did what they did, and it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter what I said. What mattered is what I was going to do. So with that, I can't walk around because your shoe in the middle of the floor in my house, or I can't come in the yard because of your gardening. Or this or that. So since I'm this big ass problem, I'm going to remove myself so you can do whatever the hell it is that you wants to do. That's how I knew that they love to have you homeless. Because when that clown ass demon said, I can't walk around my house because your shoe on the floor. I said, okay. Then come running out like it was Martin. Cheetah. Cheetah, please. Cheetah. I hope you got the perfect one that actually rather deal with your ish so that they can have whatever it is that you're going to give them. But they better be ready for all them skellies falling out the closet. Okay? That part. And Large Narc was mad like, damn, now I gotta go find me a... And this, let me say this first. I am not trashing or trying to embarrass or trying to say something about a certain particular person or a certain particular size or a certain particular race. They have a study book where they feel like these are the targets that's the best. Maybe you're overweight, maybe you this race, maybe you got this, maybe you don't have kids, maybe you do have a lot of kids, but you got your crib. They study people. So Big Narc had to go back to what it had to do because it worked for them. And being from that state, I'm just going to have to say it this way so it doesn't sound bad. Big, beautiful women, stop making these clown-ass clowns think that they want you when they only want your resources. And then they only come in to abuse you, but they only need you until they find something that they think that's better than you. And that person may be big or small. Homosexuals don't have a type. Narcs don't have a type. So you big, beautiful women that got it together, don't let them use y'all. Don't let them use y'all. And I'm going to go the other way, because I lost a lot of weight dealing with the narc. Don't make your body size or how you look make you accept some abuse for somebody else because you're thinking like, oh, well, at least I got them. Or they might even say, well, at least you got me and I'm the only one that wants you. That's trash. That's gaslighting. That's a knock. So I'm going to end it because I didn't know exactly how far I would go with this. That them narcs that be sitting in the dark, run. Because they're sitting there, they're having a conversation with Satan on how to do you the most. Who sits in the dark? Like I said, if you're not praying to the Most High, or they're praying to the most evil, they father, the Satan, who sits in the dark? I know I could have titled that, Who Sits in the Dark, but I really wanted y'all to understand where I was going with this. Now, with that being said, I got to go. God bless you guys. I see y'all on the next one. This one, I just had to sit on. I hope it resonated. And leave some comments if this ever happened to y'all. I'm going to start to try to work out a date. I'm going to try to work out a date so I can go live on the tube, because I think that's what I need to do. And my girl Shalissa, I watched the whole thing. So I think if I go live on the tube, I think I'm going to do it on Fridays. Let's see how it go. Be blessed. It won't be late, but be blessed.